Hi, I'm Tracy Lynch for Hostels.com and I'm in Boston. Boston is an American city that is packed full of history and culture, and it really likes to show this off through its excellent architecture, statues, monuments, tours and so much more. So it really makes for a lot of good budget things to do. So here are Hostels.com's 5 free things for you to do in Boston. One thing you'll notice about Boston is that it is a scenic city. This is particularly apparent when you find yourself in one of Boston's many open green spaces. The two that are most popular and in the city centre are the Public Garden and Boston Common. Boston Public Garden is a beautiful large green space with a lake, walkways and many structured plantings. You can go onto the lake in one of the themed boats, or just sit by the waterside and take in the views. There are also some monuments and statues in the public garden, such as the George Washington Monument. Next to the public garden you will find Boston Common. This is another large open space in the city centre. Boston Common is mainly just large green spaces and walkways, but you will also find the tadpole pond and playground in here too. You can also get some great views of the new State House and visit the Boston Common Visitors Centre for information about the Freedom Trail. Boston Common is the perfect place to be on a nice day in the city. No trip to Boston is complete without taking a walk through the narrow cobbled streets of the historical Beacon Hill. This neighbourhood is steeped in history and is one of the most desirable but expensive areas to live in Boston today. Along the streets of Beacon Hill you will find many restaurants and interesting shops. The neighbourhood is made up of red brick buildings and it has held on to its quaint and tranquil setting. Boston prides itself on its past, and you will see a part of this historical pride in the Navy shipyard in Charlestown. A great free thing to do in Boston is to take a free tour of the USS Constitution. This wooden hulled ship belonging to the United States Navy is the world's oldest floating commissioned naval vessel. Nicknamed Old Ironsides, this ship is steeped in history, and you can take a free tour of the USS Constitution and see it in all its restored glory. You can also check out the Visitor Centre for more on the history of the ship. Across from the USS Constitution you will find another great free accompaniment to the ship, the USS Constitution Museum. This museum brings the story of Old Ironsides to life as it showcases items from the ship as well as replicas, and gives a detailed history of the life of the USS Constitution. It also provides an interactive experience, allowing you to gain an insight into what life was like on the ship. The area around Faneuil Hall and Quincy Market is a popular location for tourists and locals. Here you will find some great shops, bars and restaurants, as well as many market stalls and street performers. Faneuil Hall Marketplace has long been an important part of the city of Boston and is made up of Faneuil Hall, Quincy Market and the North and South Markets. If you walk through Faneuil Hall, down through the marketplace to the other side and cross over, you will come to the historic north end of Boston City. Here you will see the North End waterfront, where you will also find Christopher Columbus Park. This is a great area to sit out in on a sunny day in Boston, as it offers some great views. Most of Boston's historic sites can be found along one route that's over 2.5 miles long. The Freedom Trail will bring you on a walking tour of many of Boston's attractions, including some of the ones already mentioned here. You can start the Freedom Trail anywhere along the route, but the best place to begin is probably at the Visitor Centre at Boston Common. Here you can get all the information you need for the route, and you can even get a guided tour if needed. Throughout the city you will see many signs pointing you towards sites of the Freedom Trail. Another good means of finding your way is to follow the red line marked on the footpaths throughout the city. The Freedom Trail will lead you to many sites such as Park Street Church, Granary Burying Ground and Bunker Hill, to name but a few. So there you have it, 5 free things for you to do on your trip to Boston. We hope you enjoy your stay here in Boston, and for more on the city and for hostels in Boston, make sure you check out www.hostels.com.